In the freezing darkness of World War II, a single aircraft rose to become one of the most feared and respected heavy bombers of the war, the Avro Lancaster. With its massive wingspan, 4 powerful Merlin engines, and the ability to carry heavier payloads than any bomber of its time, it became the backbone of Britain's night bombing campaign against Nazi Germany. This is the full story of the Lancaster, how it was built, how it fought, and why it remains a legend of aviation history. When World War II began, Britain urgently needed a heavy bomber capable of striking deep into enemy territory. The aircraft available at the start of the war, mainly the Handley Page Hampton and the Armstrong Whitworth Whitley, were underarmed, underpowered, and carried too small a bomb load. Britain's air strategy shifted rapidly. The Royal Air Force needed an aircraft that could fly farther, carry more bombs, and survive intense anti-aircraft fire. At first, Avro developed a twin-engine bomber called the Manchester, but the Manchester's engines were unreliable, often failing mid-flight. It became clear, the airframe had potential, but it needed more power. Avro's design team made a bold decision. Replace the 2 troubled engines with 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, the same engines that powered the Spitfire and Hurricane. This transformation marked the birth of a new aircraft, stronger, faster, and capable of lifting more weight than any RAF bomber before it. The Avro Lancaster was ready for war. From the moment the Lancaster took to the skies, it proved to be a masterpiece of wartime engineering. The aircraft featured a 31-meter wingspan, long and perfectly shaped for heavy lifting. Its 4 Merlin engines delivered exceptional performance even when damaged. The Lancaster could carry a standard 14,000-pound bomb load, more than double what earlier RAF bombers could carry. But what truly set it apart was its ability to carry specialized super bombs, such as the 4,000-pound Cookie Blast Bomb, the 8,000-pound Blockbuster, and the astonishing 22,000-pound Grand Slam, the largest conventional bomb ever dropped during World War II. The aircraft's internal layout was simple and effective. A spacious bomb bay ran almost in the entire length of the fuselage, allowing for flexibility in mission planning. The Lancaster wasn't heavily armored, and many parts were exposed, but its strength came from speed, altitude, and the skill of its 7-man crew. Every Lancaster took to the air with a team of 7 brave airmen. Pilot, the leader responsible for flying the aircraft. Flight engineer, managed engines, fuel, and systems. Navigator, guided the bomber through darkness and enemy territory. Bomb aimer, operated the front guns and released the bombs. Wireless operator, maintained crucial radio communication. Mid-upper gunner, defended against night fighters. Rear gunner, the most dangerous position, watching for enemy aircraft from behind. These men flew at night, often in freezing temperatures where the cockpit could drop to 40 degrees C. The roar of the engines, the vibration through the fuselage, and the constant threat of German night fighters made every mission a test of nerve. The Lancaster crews were young. Many were in their early 20s, yet they carried the hopes of Britain on their shoulders. The Lancaster entered operations in early 1942. From that moment, it became the spearhead of Bomber Command's strategic offensive. The aircraft played key roles in missions across Germany, Italy, occupied France, the Netherlands, the Norwegian fjords. Lancasters attacked factories, shipyards, U-boat pens, transportation hubs, and military installations. Night after night, these bombers flew deep into enemy territory. They faced heavy anti-aircraft artillery, searchlights sweeping the sky, deadly Luftwaffe night fighters, freezing temperatures, long hours of silence and tension. By 1944, the Lancaster represented nearly half of RAF Bomber Command's entire heavy bomber force. Its ability to deliver devastating bomb loads helped cripple German industry and weaken the Nazi war machine. But every mission came at a cost. Lancaster crews suffered some of the highest casualty rates of the war. Despite the danger, they continued to fly, believing their missions were vital to ending the conflict. Of all the missions ever flown by the Lancaster, none became more legendary than Operation Chastise, also known as the Dambusters Raid. On the night of May 16, 1943, a specially modified Lancaster Squadron, number 617 Squadron, was ordered to attack 3 massive dams in Germany's Ruhr Valley, the heart of Nazi industrial production. They carried a revolutionary weapon, the bouncing bomb, designed by engineer Barnes Wallace. To drop the bomb correctly, Lancaster crews had to fly at 60 feet above the water at exactly 240 miles per hour in the middle of the night, while under heavy anti-aircraft fire. The bomb skipped across the water, struck the dam walls, and detonated underwater. The Mona and Eder dams were breached, causing massive flooding and temporary disruption to German industry. Though costly, the raid proved the Lancaster's ability to perform precision attacks unlike any aircraft before it. The Dambusters became icons of bravery and innovation. By the end of World War II, over 7,300 Lancasters had been built. They flew more than 150,000 sorties and delivered over 600,000 tons of bombs. Today, only 2 Lancasters remain airworthy, one in Britain with the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, and one in Canada with the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. When their engines roar to life, crowds fall silent. The sound of 4 Merlin engines symbolizes sacrifice, engineering brilliance, and a turning point in the war. The Avro Lancaster was more than a machine. It was a symbol of determination during one of the darkest times in history. It carried a generation of young airmen who risked everything for freedom. And today, its legacy continues to inspire aviation fans, historians, and model builders around the world. This is the story of the Lancaster, the night bomber that helped change the course of World War II.